I'll make sure that I come in that show. Y'all know we lost our last 2 games, man. We was on a 3-game winning streak. And then now we're on a 3-game losing streak, man. I don't know what to do. I believe in my ass. Hey, we still stay positive, stay strong, dude. We should beat the goddamn Blazers.
We still have tickets available for upcoming home games. Stop by the ticket booth to get more information. The National Basketball Association and the Portland Trailblazers are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, using improper language or gestures, entering the court, or interrupting play. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection.
What better for a Tuesday evening than a little NBA action on 2K Sports? This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Ali LaForce reporting from the sidelines. And the upcoming schedule for Milwaukee. On Wednesday, they'll be taking on Chris Middleton and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Saturday, they'll go up against Klay Thompson and the Dallas Mavericks.
And for that game against the Hornets, you'd be hard-pressed to find a more even pairing in the league. That one promises to be a really closely fought battle.
Now let's take a look at the Bucks opening lineup. MP is out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Mamoukelashvili in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Trailblazers, Scoot and Sharp for the backcourt set. Avdia out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Williams in at the 5. And in the front end of the back-to-back, what's important?
The BA, most coaches treat this one like a regular game. Try to win. Don't worry about minutes. Tomorrow, they may adjust the rotations a bit.
Henderson against Lillard. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
And Sharp has to be one of the best finishers at the rim in this young class.
Portland shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Well, the truth is, Stan, you lose a franchise legend like Damian Lillard, it really changes your identity.
Oh, it does, Brian.
Oh, wow.
Their offense ran through Lillard for over
I
a
was
decade.
wide open.
Last year was almost a total reset. Now someone has to step up and be that guy.
Now here's Sharp. His last outing, he had 24 points. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Henderson. Money from 17 feet out.
Yeah, very efficient shooter from inside the arc. Henderson can beat you in a plethora of ways.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Ali LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Chauncey Billups. A main focus on their defense, Damian Lillard, the dynamic point guard. Coach telling me what sticks out to me about Lillard is his heart. He plays way bigger than his size. He raises the level of everyone around him. A true leader. Lillard, one of the most respected players in the league, Brian.
Good job there, Ali. Thanks. Three-pointer, Bridges. It's hauled in by Mamoukelashvili. To the middle. Kicks it out to MP. Launches a 3. And he can't get that one.
Wow.
Far from an ideal start, only 1 for 5. Let's see if they can turn it around.
Sharp, no good. Milwaukee has gone 0 for 2 from outside. MP inside. He's guarded by Bridges. On the wing, MP. Pass to Mamoukelashvili. The 11-footer. The shot by Lillard, no good. The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Now here's Sharp. 4-3. Drains the triple. Sharp's got 6.
And you see right there the practice time Sharp's put in. Sound shooting mechanics for a guy who hasn't played a lot of games in his career.
Now here's MP. His scoring sits at around 31 a game. An impressive number.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Here's Williams. 4-point game. Bridges passes to Sharp. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk.
I knew
as
as soon as I went to drink my water.
And this guy has some bounce. Always fun seeing Sharp hammer at home.
Sharp against MP. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. Robert Williams picks up one, and he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Kamara, he's checked in for Avdia.
And one shot.
Free throw good, MP.
You know, it's no secret that MP is a confident guy. But what I really like is that most of the time he lets his play do the talking for him.
Now here's Sharp. The layup off target.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
And stolen by Williams. Here's Bridges, and a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line.
Man, good whistle there.
First trip to the line for him here. And he knocks down the first one. Milwaukee making a switch here. Jackson is checked in. Bridges hits them both.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Here's MP. Yes, great play by Lillard to set it up. MP's got 9.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
Shots good by Henderson.
There's so much energy when Henderson is on the floor.
Bucks trail by 5. Here's MP. Chalk up 2 there. 11 points in the game.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Pass to Henderson. Here's Sharp. 1:19 left now in the first quarter. Kamara. No good on the 3.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Now here's Lillard. Still without a bucket. Oh, MP throws it down.
Okay, young man. We see you, MP. We know you for real.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. 55 seconds left in the opening quarter. Lillard against Henderson. To the wing on the left. Here's Kamara. Knocks it down from distance.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
MP. Williams grabs the board.
And so far, they've had the advantage on the boards.
Bridges down low. Kuzma on him. Bridges passes to Henderson. And all around the rim that time before dropping.
He's so quick to react. Henderson has the shot lined up before the ball even gets to him.
Here's Kamara, defended by Jackson. It's Sharp on the wing. From 12 feet. And the Blazers getting another bucket right there.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. Trailblazers out in front. They're up by 8. And we'll return shortly. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offense? Despite create super teams. The league has a lot of parity right now, Graham.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
And that one falls for Antetokounmpo.
The resume Giannis has built already is impressive, and he's nowhere close to being done adding to it.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Ali LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Heat had a huge game. He added 22 points, and he was spectacular on the boards, grabbing a season high in rebounds. So when you look at all of that, it was obviously just a great night for him, playing with a ton of heart. Back to you guys.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
And that's just Giannis making the right play, feeding the open man.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Down low. Here's Kamari. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
I mean, the size and athleticism of Giannis, arguably without precedent, an incredibly prolific finisher.
Green against Jackson. Pass to Evans. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. Walker's shot is off.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
Well, even though he hasn't been in the league a long time, MP knows exactly where to get his points.
Here's Evans. Pass to Rupert. Fires the 3. Drops in the 3.
Yeah.
Rupert's got his first 3 points of the game.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope
Ooh,
that you
that's
can get a
good,
stop first.
That's how I did double
And
that.
here's Walker. Antetokounmpo covering. Here's Kamari. Pass to Evans. Walker sets a screen. And it's all from 3-point range.
Well, he can't get anything to go right now. It's time to look at affecting the game in other ways.
Now here's MP. Defense is right there. Here's Hutchifino. Walker covering. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Pulls up for 3. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
So Portland ends up going with a new group. And with the voting just about finished, let's see who's likely to make an appearance at this year's dunk contest. This is a talented group of guys.
It certainly is, BA, and I'm really looking forward to this contest. These aerial artists who are going to have a lot of fun pulling out all the stops to wow the judges and make the crowd go wild.
You look at MP, he's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Well, we'll just have to see. But I personally would love seeing him in the dunk contest.
And we should have our final list of competitors in the coming days. So we'll share that with you as soon as we have it.
No matter what that final list looks like, safe to say, this dunk contest is going to be one for the books.
Showing off his talent for erasing shots. Williams had that one totally anticipated.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Kuzma against Bridges. Back to Henderson. Williams with the screen. Henderson, the pass to Williams. Avdia from outside. Rebounded by Kuzma. Bucks trail by 4. MP right side. Pass to Mamukelashvili. And here is Kuzma. On the wing, MP. Here's MP taking it inside. Yep, that one's good. MP's got 10 points in the quarter. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Trailblazers out in front. They lead by a bucket. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
38. Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're measuring up the shot. Let's hear it for the participants.
Hi everyone, let's start things off by checking out the Player of the Month award recipients. In the Eastern Conference, Tyrese Halliburton.
How about Halliburton? Overlooked a little early on in his career, but once people saw more of him, they began
He
to
going
see
crazy
the
in real
upside.
life.
He has a positive effect in so many areas of the game. Well-deserved recognition here. And now let's focus on the Trailblazers. At halftime now, it's been a tight one.
Depth has been the key for them so far. They've gotten a nice spark from their second unit, especially at the offensive end.
And they've needed every bit of that bench production. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the...
Try to get this Twitter takeover.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Sharp and Avdia are on the wings. Miles Bridges is out there with Williams. And it's Henderson in at the 1. That's the group starting the second half for Chauncey Billups. MP shot is good.
Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
A moment to hear from Ali LaForce.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player."
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Ali. Thank you. Inside. The slam by MP.
Come on, man, so aggressive. MP, that trait will take you a long way in this game.
Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Bucks. Trailing by 2. And following this one, they hit the road to challenge the Warriors at Chase Center in San Francisco. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip. Henderson for 3. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
Here's MP. Kuzma outside. Off target from 3-point range. Portland leading by 5. To the middle. Robert Williams. One tough customer right there.
And they got to stop doing
they
that.
come out of the break confidently. 4 of their first 5 here to start the second half.
Oh, and the dunk by MP.
You look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
The Trailblazers have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. 3-pointer shot. Milwaukee with the rebound. MP against Sharp. MP left side. Pass to Kuzma. Shot clock at 5. Antetokounmpo can't connect. Portland has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Here's Henderson. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo has got rebound number 7 tonight. And here's MP from outside. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo has got his 4th assist in this one. And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Jackson, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And the 2K leaderboard showing us the assist leaders over the last month. 5th on the list, MP.
His teammates trust that if they get open, he will find them. They're really in a groove right now.
3rd quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Stan, you've coached so many rookies over the years. What are some key things you like to see from a player coming into the league?
Well, look, you've got to have the guy, Brian, that's ready to compete at that level and has to bring that every night. From there, it's just all about learning. There's going to be mistakes, but you want guys who can learn and improve at a consistent rate.
Is it true that defense is the fastest way into the coach's heart?
Well, it's certainly a way to gain confidence, that's for sure.
And the Blazers making a change here. Kamara's checked in. The foul called on MP. That's his first foul. And the Blazers making a change here. Green is checked in.
Number 10, Josh Green.
3rd quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Avdia passes to Williams. Bridges outside. Williams a screen on Antetokounmpo for 3. Bridges knocks down the triple. Bridges has got 5.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him to clean look.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Trailblazers lead by 5. Avdia passes to Williams.
2 minutes remaining in the 3rd. 2 minutes.
Pass to Green. Avdia left side. Left side Williams. The 3 is up. They grab their own miss. Avdia outside. Clock at 6. Here's Williams. Goes up again. They had a number of cracks at it. Just came away empty-handed. MP outside. And a foul called on MP. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
And some changes here for Portland. Walker comes in for Williams, and it's Rupert in for Avdia. Adams checked in for the Bucks. Stevens comes in for Antetokounmpo. Here's Bridges. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Bridges has got 5 points now this quarter.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
MP. And MP throws it down hard.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And there's a pick. It's Bridges on the wing. 7 points in the game. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
On the wing, MP. Adams, the pass to MP. There's 31 seconds left in the 3rd. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Pass to Bridges. Down low. Kamari, that's good. Kamari's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
MP against Green.
Great delivery on the pick and roll. MP with a good sense of timing.
And here are the Trailblazers now. They've led by as many as 11. It's off to Washington after this one, where they will face the Wizards. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip. And so it's Portland with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. They've kept their concentration on limiting Damian Lillard, and it's been working. We'll be back in a moment. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well done,
He's checked in for Prince. And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
During that break, Coach Chauncey Billups had some advice for the team. Well, Coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
And Allie, thank you for that. On the floor for Milwaukee, Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Steven Adams. Then it's Jackson, then it's MP, and it's Hood Schifino in at the 1. Outside, Green. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Evans. There's the triple. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
Yep, that one goes. MP's got 40 points.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the 4th. Here's Evans. They set the pick. Pass to Rupert. Launches it. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Trailblazers lead by 4.
And the defense is really allowing them to on the perimeter.
And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. Here's Evans.
Get it.
Now Walker.
Don't get it.
Here's Rupert. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
A nice rhythm to his game here late. He's hit 3 out of 4 this quarter, looking to put him over the top.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Milwaukee making some changes. Mamukelashvili's checked in for Adams. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Jackson. And Lillard subbed in for Hood Schifino.
Punching it in on the drive. MP doesn't mess around when he's got a lane to the rim.
Henderson against Lillard. Williams a screen on Lillard. Here's Henderson. And it's Portland with another.
What an incredible ankle breaker to help create space for a shot.
MP with it. Guarded now by Williams. Oh, Williams with the block. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Here's Sharp. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. MP to pass to Mamukelashvili. Here's Sharp. Uses the glass to finish the layup. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Trailblazers?
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up blocked shots.
And also attacking in transition has been working for them. We credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic. And it's so difficult to defend. Sharp has 3-level scoring ability, and he is prolific.
Here's MP. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It goes on Shaedon Sharp. Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. And he's able to hit the second one, and that brings him within single digits.
And that's a situation where you must make them all to get back into the game.
Here's Sharp. MP MP with the block.
Wow, MP was ready for the shot and timed the block to perfection.
Kuzma outside. Pass to MP. Down low, MP drops it in.
Well, look, he's doing what he can to try to keep them afloat offensively, continuing to stay aggressive.
Outside, Williams. Now here's Sharp. 11 feet out. Nice jump shot. Sharp's got 10 points here in the second half.
And it looks like Sharp is fairly comfortable in the mid-range. Having dynamic shot-making ability would be a big plus for him.
MP finds Antetokounmpo. MP with it. Guarded by Sharp. MP, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Hey, man, I'm tired.
The one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. MP with it. Henderson picks him up, and he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
MP showing he's a force near the hoop.
Good on the first, and that trims the lead to 6. And both free throws good for MP.
And those were big shots. At this point in the game, you can't afford to leave any points at the line.
Here's Sharp. The kick out to Williams.
Oh, hell no. They trolling us.
Williams, a screen on MP. Another shot. And it's laid up and in by Williams. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
This is horrible.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
All that.
Williams, a screen on Antetokounmpo. Henderson for 3. Rejected by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, such an imposing defensive force. Giannis with the great timing on the rejection.
Knocks down the long J. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Here's Sharp. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Man, this is cool.
First free throw is good. And that puts him up 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game.
And that'll just about do it. Coming through at the line in a big spot.
Hey, that's bull crap, dog.
7 seconds left in the final quarter. Screen by Antetokounmpo. MP. No good that time. And so Portland takes the win.
49 points.
Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves. But at the end of
oh, that push that phenom, yeah, I'm definitely gonna be on that. No matter, that wasn't even a game we had to win. I think this the game.
He's got to tighten up. You get a mix.
Hold on, go where? What should I do? Yeah, that's reasonable. Do this. Yeah, we got 2 games back to back. Y'all know what's going on.
Man, I hate this Bay Area.
It's pissing me off though.
It's never warm.
How does damn lose then?
Ain't ready, MP. These are the games you have to win to be taken.
Yeah, we gotta wear this with us. Alright, go up. We gotta wear these. Okay, you gotta shoot right here. Yeah, okay.
There are still seats available for upcoming games. Please go to the nearest ticket booth to get yours today.
The nations will be seeing you on Warriors Mascot Frisbee Day. Every family building is getting their own Warriors Frisbee. Sure to be fun for the whole family. Hope to see you there.
Coming up next, the Bucks taking...
Ooh, my God, going.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge.
Yeah,
a moment now to check out some numbers for Stephen Curry.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. They've got Antetokounmpo, MP out there with Damian Lillard. And then there's Steven Adams.
I got a baby over here. Okay, but look at
for Golden State. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Jimmy Butler's out there with Chris Middleton. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5, roaming the paint. And we've been seeing MP putting a lot of effort into his offense. He's made it his mission to be the guy who carries the bulk of their scoring duties.
And it hasn't taken him long to prove that he's serious. He's been putting up a bunch of points, and I know that by his own standards, he thinks he could be better. But compared to almost anyone else, and he's been great.
And there's certainly an added challenge, right, Clark, in the second game of a back-to-back.
And you always wonder in that case, could fatigue play a role in deciding this game? You know, back-to-backs are hard, but there's no excuses. Everybody has to play them, so you deal with it and make the most of it.
And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Here's Curry.
Okay.
It's hauled in by Adams.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
MP and Curry meets him.
I didn't see him.
And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession. MP against Curry. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Giannis from outside. Drills the three-pointer.
You see improvement from Giannis every season in his decision-making, especially recognizing when to rise and fire.
MP against Curry. Pass to Podziemski. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
And the dunk by MP.
I like how MP did not settle for the lay-in. He left no room when he threw it down.
Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. And here we go. It's Butler. Goes up, and he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
I like seeing Middleton throw it down like that. Well, he's a great athlete, and he finishes with a little style, too.
Giannis dunks it down.
And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
Looking at the last game for Milwaukee, it was a loss to the Trailblazers. Butler against Giannis. Podziemski on the wing. Golden State moving the ball around. Curry, good.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Curry. MP with it. Butler covering. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary
I was just going to say, that's didn't red flag.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. And not only, Greg, has MP been selected to the All-Star team this year, he was named a starter as well.
And it's a huge honor, guys, and you can tell that it means a lot to him. He wants to prove he belongs out there with these guys, and I expect him to bring his A game for sure.
Clark, there are some that would say that Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player in Milwaukee Bucks history. Others might say Lou Alcindor. What do you say?
Hey, pump the brakes on that Giannis. I love the Greek freak, but I tell you, Kareem is my guy. I would tip my hat there, but I certainly understand why others would say Giannis. I'm going to hang my hat with Kareem.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey guys, MP in the last time out against the Trailblazers really lit up the floor. He finished with 49 points and hit a few threes, which helped his team's spacing. One of the great performances I've seen in all my years, and I really mean that. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for the Warriors. There's the pick. Bounce pass, Butler. Jackson Davis. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
MP passes to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
And smooth dish from MP. That's talent and teamwork.
For the Warriors, they won their last contest, that game against New Orleans. Here's Curry with the three. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
With a break in the action, let's now bring up the 2K leaderboard and look at the league's top scorers over the past 10 games. MP is number 1.
Quite a roll he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
You know, it's pretty clear. MP is a special, talented player with tremendous upside.
They set the pick. Kuzma against Butler. Pass to post. Here's Kuminga. Bank shot. No good. Bucks leading by 3. On the wing, MP. Defended by Moody. MP passes to Mamu Kalishvili. Back to MP. And he uses the glass on the layup. MP's got 13 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's De Silva. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. 24 seconds left in the first. To the inside. It's tipped. Pass to Jackson. Lillard outside. And it's the Warriors on the break. Out left to the wing. Here's De Silva. And he jams it with authority.
That's a
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stop.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Bucks lead by 5. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from San Francisco. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bucks?
And guys, I love the movement, doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, they've got Jackson. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Antetokounmpo. And it's Shafino in at the guard position.
And, you know, the way Giannis Antetokounmpo moves in the pick and roll is tough for the defense. I mean, there's no way really to match his size and skill set.
Here's De Silva, guarded by Kuzma. Here's Curry. Curry through traffic. Count it! Oh!
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
So Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
Warriors 16.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. MP passes to Giannis. Antetokounmpo converts inside.
Superb initiative from Antetokounmpo. I mean, that may be something we overlook, but being able to take that initiative allows him to be a real menace when he's rolling to the rim after a pick.
Majemski on the wing. Pocket 6. The tray. And it's MP with the rebound. Bucks trail by 4. Giannis kicks to Kuzma. And there's the foul. It'll go on Moses Moody. That is his first foul of the game. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. MP dishes to Adams. Jackson up top. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why did... Oh! Wow!
Tell you what, MP's game makes you excited about the future of this league.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. And we appreciate your report. Here's Podziemski. Hits the three-point bomb. And it's a 7-point Warrior lead.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Offensive rebound. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Here's Adams. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
A massive energy force. Adams is about 270, and that's all nasty. Very hard to contain. And who draws a lot of fouls.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Butler comes in for Moses Moody. And Middleton subbed in for Stephen Curry. Here's Golden State. They're on an 18-7 run. Outside Butler. Elbow shot is on the way. To the paint. Another shot. Kuminga. No luck. They battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. Bucks trail by 6. Pass to MP. 1:29 left to play here in the half. And Adams kicks to MP from 20 feet out. Rebound by Butler.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Down low. Now Podziemski. And here is Kuminga. Adams defending. Unloads from 9. Shots good by Middleton. Middleton's got the lead up to 8 now for the Warriors.
That was really a platinum-level effort from Middleton. I mean, crafty in how he carved out room for himself on the interior.
Inside. Jackson Davis can't get it to go. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
And it's good off the back rim and in. Now just a 4-point Warrior lead. Middleton outside. Pass to Kuminga. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And Middleton is just the total package, not just a scorer, but a terrific passer as well.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Bucks trail by 6. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's MP. Oh, MP makes it look easy.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Now here's Butler. He's guarded closely. He takes it in. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
Yeah, they're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be back with you shortly.
And welcome to halftime. With the All-Star festivities around the corner, here are the favorites to take.
We've been talking about this contest since the season began. I don't want to talk anymore. I just want to get to it.
But the selection process.
Turning back now to that game we've been watching. A positive first half for the Golden State Warriors.
They've had the...
And that concludes halftime.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Butler out there with Trace Jackson Davis. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Good on the shot. 11 points for Giannis.
You know, this is where Giannis still does most of his damage. He has the size, athleticism, and shot repertoire to hurt you inside.
To the middle, Jackson Davis. Podziemski on the wing. Oh, good on the triple. Bucks trail by 4. MP inside. Guarded by Curry. And the shot goes in.
MP squeezing all that juice he can get out of that orange. What a night he's had.
Now here's Middleton. Tight defense on him. Can't cash in from close range. Well, the Bucks shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. Here's MP. Lillard, the pass to Stevens. Bucks passing it around. 6 to shoot. And the dunk by MP.
He is absolutely putting on a scoring clinic, guys. If it wasn't for him, they would not be in this game.
The Warriors have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. You look at Indiana. They're moving on up, 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
And when you look at Milwaukee, they just can't seem to find the mojo they need to move up the rankings. They've tinkered with their lineup, but so far they just keep getting the same results.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Butler kicks to Middleton. Here's Podziemski.
Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0-4 coming out of the break.
And again, it's the Warriors missing. The drive by MP. That shot off the mark. Golden State's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half.
I got my Mr. Poster.
Outside Butler. Pass to Curry. Crosses over. Good. He hits the jump shot. Curry's got 14.
Finally get one to drop after starting the half with 4 straight clanks.
MP finds Giants. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
The sheer power of Antetokounmpo goes up and throws it down hard. That is impressive.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Jackson Davis. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's MP. Great D that time for Middleton.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
When it comes to players who like having fun, Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
Curry outside. Rebounded by the Bucks. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Now Lillard. He has yet to score. MP outside. For the lead, back to Lillard. Curry with the steal. Butler passes to Curry. Here's Podziemski. Covered by MP. Outside for Curry. Curry making it look so easy.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Dominguez come in for Chris Middleton. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Kuzma's checked in. To the paint. And the dunk by Giannis.
He is certainly one of the few true franchise cornerstones in the league. Few guys can take over a game like the Greek Freak.
Here's Curry, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
Boy, how consistently good Steph's been over the course of his career. Really remarkable. What a teammate, what a leader, what a player.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, I think they've been lethal from beyond the arc this game. No
so
doubt
is this
about
like
it.
a little bit of takeover? I'd be
Spot on
confused.
shooting.
I don't know.
And also, they took advantage of their quickness, got inside and blew through the open lanes. Great job of attacking the paint.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Mamu Karishvili is checked in, and it's Jackson in for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Inside. It's deflected and stolen by Butler. Here's Pajemski. Covered by MP. From deep, Jimmy Butler.
I would not call Butler a laser, but he knows when he needs to keep the defense honest, and he'll take and make his share of those three-point shots.
Warriors leading by 6. From downtown, sinks the triple. Butler's got 8 points.
I love watching him carve his way inside and capitalize.
And so Milwaukee again turning it over. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. It's Giannis throwing it down.
Another night we see Giannis at his best. This defense doesn't have a clue as to how to guard it.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. They have a 9-point lead. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then it's MP. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the pivot, manning the middle. MP inside. He's defended by Pajemski. Antetokounmpo finds MP. Just 5 to shoot. Stolen. Pajemski with it. Now defended by MP. Here's Curry. Lays it up and banks it in. And now 24 points for Stephen Curry.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
MP. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Boy, that's old school good by MP right there. He's been watching film of a lot of greats to make that move.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Outside, Kuminga. Down low. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
Clever move by Curry, taking the foul, but still getting the shot.
And both free throws good for Curry. Look, the NBA has seen some iconic personal rivalries over the years. And I'm sure you remember most of them.
Yeah, I do, even those that I wasn't part of as a young basketball player growing up in Cleveland watching. But I read a lot about them, Wilt and Bill Russell, the Celtics and the Lakers and all of those great teams. Obviously, high school graduate of 1979, the Bird and Magic rivalry, easy answer to anybody around my age. And then you think about Isaiah Thomas, who was in my high school class, and then Michael Jordan. Those Pistons-Bulls rivalries were pretty intense and must-watch TV. So there have been a lot over the years. Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect him to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes him change plans.
Middleton outside. Pass to Jackson Davis. No good from outside. Bucks trail by 9. Here's MP. Warriors with the rebound. Jackson Davis has got 6 rebounds in the game. And here is Butler. Here's Curry, covered by MP. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 6 assists here tonight.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And it's Middleton penetrating. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And, you know, Middleton is really dangerous on the drive. He often gets to the rim in a heartbeat and forces defenders to end up fouling him.
And so he hits both. And the Bucks with possession here. They trail by 14. Lillard dishes to MP. 1:57 left to play in the final quarter. Lillard with no one around. Kicks it out to MP. Tries again. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. MP's got 40 points.
And that's unselfishness right there. Full display. Giannis wanting to get it to open teammates.
.146 left in the game. Butler on the wing. Here's Jackson Davis. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Using his athleticism, MP with the play.
And you can just see and feel Antetokounmpo elevating his playmaking skills. Really looking to get his teammates involved.
It's Curry outside. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. It's stolen by Curry. Pass to Middleton. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter. Unloads. Curry can't get it to go. Bucks trail by 10. And a wide open look for MP. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. MP's got 45 points. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
It's Curry outside. Milwaukee with the rebound.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
Back to Lillard. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Up top, Podziemski. Covered by Lillard.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play. Then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
20 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
What can I do?
The clock now can just run out for the Warriors.
That's like we haven't back. Yeah, I ain't mad at my team. I'm glad with the game.
MP against Curry.
Even when we win, it's like we win. Damn.
So we see the Warriors get the win here. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
Y'all make sure that like, comment, that sub. We're gonna be back on some more videos you did. We're gonna win our next video. No cap. You dig?